place called Aotearoa.
In New Zealand.
I'm just explaining to my daughter who Queen Victoria was and things like that, you know,
yeah.
Queen Victoria building and all of because we live up the cross, you see, so it's very multicultural up here.
Yes, yeah.
And that's great.
Where did you learn about who Queen Victoria was?
Well, I mean, when you study, well, I've got a 30,000 book library. So you know, you read.
Yes.
You've just got to take the positive.
Yeah.
Whatever did happen in the past, you just got to find the positive.
Yes. And
it's not Mr. Jones down the road's fault. It's the hierarchy, you know. My name is Ruanui o Pōkiwa.
My name's Andrew.
And this is Manorina no Rua Taranaki.
Minhina.
That's an Aboriginal name.
Hello.
Hello.
And a Maori name. So Manorina means bellbird. It's from the Monaroo tribe.
Yes.
Which is right down the south coast of the the Eden way, Malakuta, Eden.
Is that where your family comes from?
Oh, no. It's a vision how I got the name.
The name was lost.
The name was actually lost. It's not even mentioned in the Mitchell Library. Even if you do any research, you'll never see that name, Manorina. It's
how do you spell it?
M-A-N-O-R-I-N-A, and it means bellbird in that particular dialect.
And it's
a name that was lost. When the early settlers came there many years ago, there was an Aboriginal tribe that used to live there, and they called the place Manorina. But it's not written only in a particular family down there. See?
What's your wife's name?
I've never been married. I'm a single guy. It's not very unusual, our case, for the fact that my daughter's living with me, total custody.
Tell me about the money what you have.
Oh, the money? Yeah, this is interesting. It's quite ironical. Hope you don't run out of this movie. Now, I had a dream about 2 weeks ago. And in the dream, you know, when you're kids, you collect stamps and you collect coins. And so I had a dream about a New Zealand half crown. And so on the way to Stubble Bay School the other day, so I thought, well, I'll put a $2 coin in a King's Cross railway station down a little slot machine to get some chippies out for my daughter. Anyway, out of the change, out comes a New Zealand half crown. And there it is, look, it's quite amazing. In 1950, New Zealand half crown, you don't get them like the Australian half crown. And the last one I had was in the 80s when I used to busk on the street. And I had it in my guitar case. Somebody threw one in his guitar case. But isn't it amazing?
That's amazing.
But you know, I'm used to that. That's
it happens.
That's the irrational side, you know, I could say religious side of life. Depends how you see it.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
So you're
my blood father's Chinese.
Yes.
Maori mother. I have a Cornish surname. And my daughter, her mother's Indian Jewish. The mother of my daughter. It's quite a mix. I think any mixture is strong. It depends on your knowledge. But it depends on your knowledge of the culture. Like, for example, on 60 Minutes last night, in Channel 9, you probably noticed the Inuit people. You see, the derogatory word is Eskimo. On how they've got their place in Nunavik, you know, right up north, and so they're self-sufficient. You know, trying to be self-sufficient. So the more you can learn about their culture, they even had tattoos on their faces too, like the Maori. And the Upper Tainus in Borneo. And the Ainu in Japan, they had tattoos on their lips, you see? So there's the cross-cultural mix. You know, so another interesting thing here, see, I've got this in here. I was in China last year, and I went to took my daughter to the Shanghai Museum.
You've been to a lot of places, haven't you?
And this is an article here from the Times on how the Maori originate from China. This is a DNA test. I've got the report, the actual DNA report. That's it there, you see. So their roots go 7,500 years ago. It says in the report, goes right back to the Yangtze River Basin, the Hilwanese Thai tribes, the hill tribes in Taiwan, comes right down. Comes right down to the hill tribes in the Philippines, the Borneo, West Indonesia. And 2,000 years ago, they went to the middle of the Pacific, and from the middle of the Pacific, they branch out to Rapa Nui, Easter Island, then Hawaii, then Aotearoa. You know, so the whole.
That's extraordinary.
And linguistically, the language is close to the Maori. Of course, it's all a Polynesian language, but the Taiwanese hill tribes. And I want to go there. I'll go there, you know, and do some research.
Is this your only child?
Yeah. It's just by coincidence because
I have one half brother.
You have a half brother.
Yeah.
In Alice Springs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you ever see him?
See, when I got my daughter.
Sometimes he rings up, but he came over to sleep over.
Yeah. The amazing thing about my daughter, I had to prove paternity. The lady judge wanted me to get a DNA test. I refused on tribal grounds. And this is the first time, as far as the lawyer knows, in Australian history, where that has been used. You know, I refused a DNA test on tribal grounds because in my tribe, I know a lot about our tribal genealogy back 2,000 years. And I said, to ask me, I'm like the DNA man in our tribe, you see, so it's an insult, you see. And they accepted that, so I didn't have to get the blood test.
Do you mind telling us how the situation came about? Why it is that you...
Well, well, firstly, I wasn't on a birth certificate, so I had no legal grounding, you see. So, really, like a lot of women, when they get to a particular age, you know, like a lot of them want to follow their career, is that the fact that, you know, the biological clock keeps turning. So when I met the other half, the other boyfriend didn't want a child, and so I was used as the guinea pig, you know, surrogate. But, you know, the feeling was stronger. Love fell in love, and that was happened, you see. And then when my daughter was born, I wasn't allowed there, had a different name. So you felt very, like a lot of fathers are in that situation.
Michaela was my name, but my dad changed.
Yeah, but a lot of fathers are in that situation. They're very hurt. You know, you always hear the other side of the story in the family court and that kind of thing. And then so, but I never gave up, because years later my daughter was taken away. And so I was there, I wrote a letter, and I have custody.
So how long ago was that you...
Something like March 96.
So it's only a couple of years that you've been
three years.
Together? 3 years?
Yeah, 3 years. She's 8 now,
She's 8.
Come, please. So that's another aspect of learning about our society, you know, like, particularly from a DNA perspective. Yes. Because most parents have to have, even I think even that guy, the politician, you know, not so long ago, you know, this woman had a child to him.
Yes, and he had to have a DNA.
Yeah, well, the judge, the woman judge, accepted my reason. I think that's fantastic, because I think that Australians, you know, the legal at that level was quite bending and very understanding of the circumstances.
What are the things that you do together? You're out here today because it's a holiday.
It's the school holidays. I've had so many television sets which I've given away or sold. So therefore, I think it's important as a parent, we spend as much time together. You know, so many parents, they lack that, you know, because of the work situation, the whole economic, let's face it, we've got to spend time with our children, regardless of what.
You live here at the Cross?
Oh, yeah. Love it. Love King's Cross.
Just up the road.
King's Cross has been my university. Been here 20 years. It's the people that I met. I mean, I've stayed straight. You know, I'm not into the drug scene or booze scene, but it's the people that I met. You know, it's these people giving me knowledge to go past. That's why they're brother. That's why they're brother. Yeah.
What's it? But it would be people would find it very difficult to comprehend how you're bringing up an 8-year-old girl.
That's the point. That's the point. Now, my daughter, I'll be straight to the point, has been given so much love. So much love. You know, it's hard to even describe the fact that people acknowledge her. They give her so much affection. I mean, old people, young people, even to Jimmy along here. Hey, Jim. Hey, Jim. I'm only joking. Yeah, I know. But I'm just saying, we're talking about the Cross. Yeah, talking about the Cross.
So you like it here?
Yes, and I always want to stay here. And my school is Double Bay Public School.
And you like that too?
Yes, because they have the green grass and the water, and you get to play everywhere.
So you have a nice day today?
Yeah.
Nice holiday?
Yes. Yeah. And we're going to the movies tomorrow to watch Tarzan.
Terrific. Nice to meet you.
Yes, I want. Look after yourself.
Các bạn play chat phải. Đi cầm nhiều play chat. Các bạn.
Con ngựa này hết rồi. Rồi.
We'll play chat. Which channel? Come on.
SBS.
SBS.
Con ngựa mà chiếu nữa. Được. Lên đây nè, lên đây bắt cái hả?
Đi, đông tách.
Đây người ta dụ đây.
Đông nó tách. Chứ ngồi tay đây, ngồi xuống đây. Phim nó đây.
Được còn chưa có được.
Chưa có được.
Ăn ơi à?
Cấm chiếu phim lại.
Giờ tụi ta ăn tụi ta quýnh ngược lại, ta ăn con pháo ta chiếu lại. Ngược lại.
You see the champion?
Yeah, champion.
This is a good game. 2 people play and 10 people watch.
Yeah, that's right. We're all in evil. He's too old. He's 86.
86. Yeah. That's why he's good. He's had a lot of practice.
Yes. They got old. Too old person. Đi ngồi xuống đi, ngồi thoải mái xuống đi. I look after him because he's old man. I want to look after him.
You look after him. Yeah.
And when he come home, very tired, can't play jack anymore. That's it. Next day, he come back.
He comes here every day?
Yeah, he come here.
Cả xuống đâu có lên chốt kia đâu con me kia đi.
Bữa con qua con nó bọc về cái bát này như thế này.
And you're from?
Vietnam.
And how long have you been here?
17 years.
Wow.
Still not long enough.
It's still not long enough.
Still learning.
How did you get here? On your own?
No, I'm a boat people.
You're a boat person?
Yeah, boat. Yeah, first I go to Hong Kong.
Yes.
And then the Australian government, accept me. And then
yes, but you were a boat person in Hong Kong?
Yeah.
You mean?
Yeah.
So you were pretty young then?
Yes, about 19 that time.
Yeah.
About 19.
Were you alone or with your parents?
No, with my sister and brother.
Yes.
Yeah.
And your parents?
My parents already here now, about 3-4 years.
What do you do?
Printing.
Printing. Here in Bankstown? Do you specialize?
Blueprint.
Blueprint, okay. What do you print? What sort of
Books, business card, letterheads, everything, yeah.
Is this something that you did, well, you at 19, you didn't do that in
No,
Vietnam?
no.
You learned
I
here?
learned it in here, yeah.
And are you married? You have a family?
Now, yep. 2
Yep.
kids.
2 kids? What are the names?
Justin and Yvonne.
Justin and very Vietnamese names.
Luân.
Lun.
Luân, and another one is Vu Thương.
Ah, and is your wife Vietnamese?
Yeah.
Yeah. You met here in Bankstown?
Close enough.
Yeah.
La Campa, actually.
La Campa. Doing what? How did you meet?
Actually, in the Vietnamese fair, the fair, every year.
Yes.
And we met her there. And actually, about 20 years ago, my father and her father are friends.
Really?
Yeah, and then we didn't know.
Of course.
But her father told us, and then he said,
Yeah.
oh. And
Back
then
in Vietnam?
in Vietnam, yeah,
Yeah.
my father know him.
Yeah.
Yeah, a long
And
time.
where are her parents? Where is he now?
They are here now, yeah.
Oh, so,
They're here now as well.
so they were both at the wedding.
Yeah.
Does your wife work with you in the business?
Only 2 days a week.
And the rest of the
She
time?
work for somebody, for the solicitor in Bankstown as well.
Doing a lot, working very hard.
Yeah.
How old are
that's
the
why.
children?
One 3.5, and one nearly 2.
Very small.
Yeah.
So where are they during the day if your wife is working?
In the childcare center. We have to,
Yes, pay.
so work hard for that and for everything.
What do you want to achieve? What do you want your life to be here?
It's
money
quite hard
important?
now. Yes,
Yes.
true.
Yeah.
You have to work hard, get money, and spend for
Yes.
your life, everything.
Yeah.
Without the money, quite hard. That's why you have to work.
Yeah.
See,
And what else? Is there anything else that you aspire to? Do you?
I'm quite happy for myself.
Yes.
Yeah, because when I came here, I have nothing.
Yes.
Now I got a house, car, and
Yeah.
I got wife and 2 children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you imagine what your life would have been like if you'd stayed in Vietnam?
It could be, of course, not the same as here, you know. But in my country, it's different,
Yes.
like under the communist government.
Yes.
You can't even talk.
Yes.
It's quite hard.
So when you left, was it purely for political reasons that you left Vietnam?
Basically, they asked me to join to the army. I not accepted. If I not accepted, they might put me in the camp or make my father the hard life, something like that. It's quite hard, and then I have to escape.
Yeah.
That way, I find it better.
Yes. And was it a small group of you?
We got 38 people on the boat, very little,
Mm-hmm.
about 11 meters long, and square about in 3 meters. 38 people, including 5 kids.
And did you have to pay for that?
Yeah.
How long was the boat trip to Hong Kong?
Oh, my trip was really bad. I thought I was die on the sea. It took me 3 months to go to Hong Kong on the sea. I was really skinny and very dark under the sun, you know.
Yes.
Oh, my hair was that long.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah.
I thought I was die.
Why did you choose Australia?
We don't know, because in Hong Kong we can't do nothing. We're in the camp, the refugee camp. You know, we're doing nothing.
Yes.
And we need to go to like a third country, see,
And you said,
to make the life better.
yes.
And luckily, that time the Australian government came into the camp, and they asked us, anyone want to go to Australia? And we said, oh yeah, Australia is good. Why not? Go for it. And we applied the form, and they accept the form, and then about a few months later, they give us the visa and everything to go to Hong Kong, to go to Australia.
Do you remember the day you arrived in Australia?
Yes, very much.
How'd you feel?
Everything. Really good.
Yeah?
A little bit lonely.
Yeah.
Because in here we can't talk. That time I can't talk English.
Yes.
Little bit, you know,
Yeah.
because I learned in the refugee camp.
Yes.
Came here not much, but can't talk.
Yeah.
We still, but you know, very hard.
How long between the day you arrived and when you had your own business?
Long time. I only have a business 2 years now.
Uh-huh.
Before work, and then at night go to school. I work at daytime.
Yes.
After work about 4:30, straight to the school, and get home about 10 or 10:30 at night.
Yeah.
Back to sleep, and then in the morning after, same thing.
What were you studying at school?
Printing, engraving, and printing. I got the printing and also screen printing as well, and the English course, something like
Yes.
that. Yeah.
So you had to have.
Yeah, I have to
Determination.
learn. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Make your life better.
An accent.
A German accent.
A German accent.
And I actually recognise, I remember that guys where, I think it was in Melbourne, in the mall there somewhere,
Yes.
you approached, no, you're not in Bondi.
Yes.
You interviewed a German guy.
Yes,
You
the
know that one?
musician.
Yes, that's right, that's right. Yeah.
So there's two Germans in Australia.
Yes, that's right.
What are you doing in Australia?
You
live here now?
I live here and I teach sailing. That's my profession now.
You teach sailing.
I teach sailing.
And you say
on the
this is
harbour.
work?
That's what many people say. Yes, that's right. I mean, I get paid for that.
Yes.
That's right. Someone's got to do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I came to Australia 12 years ago as a computer technician, but then I started sailing, and I mean, in this environment on this harbour, it just comes naturally that
Yes.
you start sailing.
Which would
and-
you rather do in Sydney?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
And
What
yeah,
brought you to Australia, though?
a plane.
work?
Sorry, no, nothing. Adventurism.
Yeah.
I had a good lifestyle in Germany. I earned good money, but then in Germany we've got a saying which means when the donkey is in a good mood, in a too good mood, then he walks onto the ice where it's slippery. You know, where's the challenge?
Yeah.
And that was me 12 years ago.
Right.
And I still haven't found the ultimate challenge.
Yes.
What is it?
Yes.
Marriage? Who?
I don't know. Tell me. Have you tried it?
No, I'm too scary.
You're too scared. You said. Was that a joke?
No, maybe it's partially true. Maybe I'm too choosy. I don't know.
Could be. You got to get it right. You do have to get
It's
it
got
right.
it's got to be spot on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you get a bit spoiled. Your expectations on the one side raise.
Yes.
On the other side, you think, oh no, there are only a few basic things.
Yes.
Yeah, they are the most important things. But in the background, there are other things that count too.
But how can you tell? I mean, do you have a checklist?
In here, yes,
Yes, yeah.
yes, that's right.
What are some of the things on the checklist?
There's got to be the big feeling involved, love. You've got to understand each other's culture, if the other person is from a different cultural background. Respect, a bit of intellect involved would be nice. Yeah, so that you can communicate on a similar level. And there's got to be some kind of a deeper meaning towards your relationship, not just something superficial. I like fun. I like the loving feeling, but also, which I think is very particular to someone of German background, you need that. Germans are head people. Yeah. They need talk about intellectual things, whereas
so sailing on the one hand, which is a very
which
physical,
is easygoing, because you can't be 100% easygoing all the time. There's something missing then. But on the other side, the Germans are overdoing it a little bit. Too much deep down stuff. Yeah. So a good balance is the perfect solution, I would think.
How German are your tastes in other things?
It's not very German at all. I mean, I don't eat sausages every night. Sauerkraut I had maybe a year ago. Yeah. Typical stereotype thing. I don't wear German clothes. I mean, the only internationally known clothes are Lederhosen, and that's not German, that's Bavarian. Yes. Big difference. Yes. Music, every now and then, contemporary German modern music, not Umpapa. I mean, no one of my generation of Germans listens to Umpapa music. Yes. It's our parents' thing. Yes. I think I'm pretty much an international person. Yes. Yeah. Picked up a few Australianisms, culturally, but still remain deep down a German.
So when you made the decision to come to Australia, it was, of course, a big jump for you. Did you feel that it was a big decision?
You bet. When I got that letter from the Australian Embassy in Bonn saying, yes, we've approved your migration to Australia, my goodness, yes, I've done it. Yeah, yes. But I would do it again, and I would choose Australia again, because Australia is, how can I say, Australia is not like, for instance, US politically involved, militarily or whatever, involved in the big scene around the world. Australia is still a relatively innocent country, and it's nice to be here.
What are you going to do today?
I'm going sailing. I'm going working.
You're a keen surfer?
Every day.
Every day?
Every day.
Do you have a job or not?
Yes, I do have a job.
To support surfing?
No, I own a cake shop, so it's an early start, early finish.
Ah, so you finished already?
Finished for the day.
So then you surf all afternoon?
All afternoon. I'm not surfing in the afternoon. If it's rotten weather, I go to bed.
What sort of a cake shop? Continental cakes?
Continental. Everything from sausage rolls to wedding cakes.
And you make them yourself?
Mate, yep.
You've been doing this?
I've been doing it for 17 years now.
How many cakes have you made?
I couldn't tell you. Tons.
Do you eat them?
Yep.
So
proof's in the pudding there. That's why I'm hiding them on the stomach.
Proof's in literally the pudding.
Yeah.
What sort of what's your favourite? What's your big grand production?
Oh, meat pies and sausage rolls.
Aussie style.
Aussie
Do you have your own special recipe?
Yep. Actually had someone ringing us up from Victoria only last week wanting to buy our chicken and mushroom recipe.
And you sell it?
I sold it to him.
Yeah. How'd you sell a recipe? I mean...
How?
You say, give me some money and I'll give you the recipe.
Give us the money first and then you get your recipe.
Is that how it is?
Yeah.
And so they're going to make the same?
He's going to try and make the same. Whether it turns out the same, I don't know.
You gave him the real recipe?
I gave him the real one, yeah.
Any special tricks?
It's a method, the method you use. But
and of course, and what about the pastry? I mean, that's a...
Well, that's another story in itself.
Were you a pastry chef first?
I trained as a pastry chef as soon as I left school.
Yeah. And do you have anybody else in the business?
I do. I've got a partner in the business and we employ 12 people.
And your family?
No family in the business at all.
Do you have a family?
No, I don't have family, no. I've got a wife.
You have a wife?
Yeah, and she does real estate around the area, so keeps us in touch with what to invest in.
And she doesn't surf?
She does, yeah. Of a weekend. That's the only time she gets to go.
Is that how you met?
She's quite envious of me, finishing of it lunchtime.
Had a hard day at the surf, dear?
A real hard day, yeah. It looks like it, doesn't it?
Yeah.